Hey everybody, my name's Karina.
And I'm Corey.
And we have a really fun video for you guys today.
As you know, every month OwlCrate has a theme, and we've decided to make an original tag around that theme.
So today, we're gonna do the Runaway with the Circus book tag.
Ringmaster, best main character. For this, I've gone with Kelsey from Queen of the Tierling. Kelsey was raised for her own safety away from her kingdom until she came of age at 19. She is then led to the city to be the Queen of the Tierling. Kelsey's a really cool character because she's not described as being extraordinary. She's normal, she's described as being quite plain, not beautiful, which is really refreshing to see in a book. She's not the smartest, she's not the bravest, but she really grows as a character and it's very realistic and I just love her.
Trapeze artist, your favorite friendship. And for this, I'm gonna go with A List of Cages by Robin Rowe. So this is a story about two boys named Julian and Adam. When Julian lost his parents when he was young, Adam and his mother took him in and fostered him. Julian and Adam had a really great relationship when Julian was living at their home, but eventually Julian's uncle removes him from the foster home and the boys lose touch. In high school, Adam takes an elective working with the school psychologist. The school psychologist enlists Adam to track down a student that she's been having a hard time with, and that student ends up being Julian. Adam's really thrilled to reconnect with Julian, but he soon notices that something's not quite right with him, and he's not completely telling the truth. And that story kind of takes off from there. This story is ultimately completely about the friendship between the two boys and how they come to save each other. But to tell you too much more would be a spoiler.
The next one is Juggling, Best Love Triangle. For this, I'm going with The Kiss of Deception by Mary E. Pearson. This book is actually really interesting and it follows Princess Leia, who is betrothed to a prince from another kingdom. She's not okay with this, so she runs away and starts her life over as a barmaid in a village. She is then pursued by two people, an assassin and the prince, and you're not sure who is who, and that's where the love triangle starts. I'm not really a big fan of love triangles, but I did really like this book.
Big Top, fantastic world building. For this one, I'm going to go with Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor. This is a story of a girl named Karu who lives in Prague, and she kind of lives a double life. On one hand, she's just a typical art student going to school, and on the other, she collects teeth for a chimera named Brimstone, and she has no idea why. The story is such an interesting and unique mix of realism in Prague, as well as the fantasy elements with the chimera. Laini Taylor's writing is so lush and beautiful that it just makes you feel like you're living there with the characters. So if you're looking for a world that you can just immerse yourself in, highly recommend this one.
The next one is Magician, Best Magic System. For this, I've obviously had to go with something by Brandon Sanderson because he makes the best magic systems out there, so I've picked The Rhythmatist. The Rhythmatist is one of Brandon Sanderson's earlier novels, but it's a really good young adult book. This book follows Joel, who is a student at Armedius Academy, which is quite a prestigious school, but he is just the son of the chalk maker. Joel wants nothing more than to be a rhythmatist, which is somebody who has the ability to animate chalk drawings, which sounds really weird, but is super cool. How this works is a rhythmatist who has magic abilities can bring chalk drawings to life and they can fight each other. Joel wants nothing more than to be a rhythmatist, but unfortunately he just does not have that power. If you've never read a Brandon Sanderson novel, you should really check it out because the way he makes magic systems is so special. It's really almost scientific. His magic systems have hard and fast rules and it's really cool.
Tightrope Walking, a book that kept you on the edge of your seat. For this, I've chosen As I Descended by Robin Talley. In this Macbeth retelling, a group of students at a boarding school accidentally summon a spirit when they use a Ouija board. A lot of scary things start happening at the school and students start dying. The story was super spooky and atmospheric and it definitely kept me up all night.
Next is Contortionist, Best Plot Twist. So for this, I'm going to use We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. Now I'm not going to say anything about this book because it really is best to go in blind and not know anything about it. So for this, I'm just going to read you the few lines on the back because I really do think they give you the best sense about what this book feels like. We are liars. We are beautiful and privileged. We are cracked and broken. A tale of love and romance. A tale of tragedy. Which are lies? Which is truth? You decide. So yeah, that's this book. Don't read anything else about it when you go in. Just pick it up. It's really good.
Human Cannonball, a book with an explosive ending. For this one, I've chosen A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness. This is a story about a boy named Connor who's living with his grandma in the countryside while his mom is undergoing cancer treatment. He's not coping well, and one night he kind of summons a monster who appears at his window. Every night after that, the monster reappears and tells Connor stories and teaches him some lessons. Throughout reading this story, I just felt an impending sadness pressing down on me, and by the end of the book, I was an absolute sobbing mess. I've never experienced such an emotional response to a story, and I don't know if I ever will again. If you've dealt with loss of any kind, you're gonna get something from this book. So that was the Runaway with the Circus book tag. We hope you guys enjoyed it.
So we're gonna tag Bookables, Books and Lala, and a dash of Ash.
If you want to participate in this tag, please let us know in the comments below so we can check out your video.
We'll be back next month with another fun tag video for you.
But until then, happy reading and thanks for being awesome.
Bye!
Bye!
Hey guys! 2, 3.